Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's update. I hope that you and your families are well and have enjoyed the weekend. So first of all, let's just update you on where we are with the kitchen and food surgery. First of all, I'm so sorry that you've had such inconvenience. I'm so frustrated with the situation that's happened. Obviously, we found the rodent or saw the rodent on, when was it? On Wednesday. Very late, put all of the different things in place, closed the kitchen down, told the company who runs it, which is Mighty, so we don't run the kitchen. It's a service that is provided through the council to us and through the PFI, which is the way the school is run, basically. So we don't own the building. There's an external company that runs it and provides all the services. So we told them that they had to stop serving food, make sure there was deep clean, make sure we got pest control in. It is far from ideal. I'm really, really unhappy with it. And unfortunately, I'm not happy with what they've put in place so far, so it won't be open again on Monday. Hopefully, Tuesday, we can serve hot food again. But at the moment, we've got the same procedures on Monday as we did the end of the week. And unfortunately, if we need to, until I'm satisfied that those standards are met, the standards of hygiene, basic standards, and it's so ridiculous, are met, and we won't be opening it for hot food. So I'm really, really sorry about that. We have told the catering company who run the catering that at the moment I don't think they should be charging any students food, and we're continuing any students for food, and we're continuing to have that. So just an update from me on where we're up to, and I will continue to update you as we go through. So very, very sorry about that. Right, so the key thing from me today is I'm going to go through attendance again. You know I'm going to talk about this every week because it is such an important issue. We're having to work with the DFE because the attendance of the school is not where we need it to be. We have too many students persistently absent. So this is the dashboard that we have. You can see everything that I look at each week. So you can see the current enrolment there of 1,462 students. That's how many students we have in the building or in school. You can see that last week, the whole school average was 91.9%. Now that is 2% lower than national. So our children are not going to school as often as national averages, which means they're missing out. And you've got great teachers, kids have got great teachers, you know that. So we've really got to work together to get children into school. You can see the authorised absence is 3.5%. The unauthorised absence, where we don't have a reason, is 4.6%. And I was working with the attendance team. Sometimes that's because families have not been able to phone in, and we're going to change the way we do that. So I'll be sending something out later on next week, hopefully, about how we can make it easier for you to contact school. Because of the system we've got now, we can actually automate it and make sure it's much, much more effective and efficient. So getting your children to school is really important. You can see 7.8% late, and that's really upsetting. Honestly, because quite often when we phone families, it's like, well, they've set off, but they haven't got to school. And that's where you've got to put pressure on as families, as parents, right? Get to school, get them to check in with you. My children text me when they get to school, get them to check in with you so you know that they're in school. Do the Find My Phone thing. There are other ways where you can see where they're at and you're able to track them into school, okay? And so you know that they're in the building. Again, just little things. And then that persistent absenteeism. So that means that they're on less than 90%, and that is really important. We know what an impact that has on children's achievement. So if they're on less than 90%, that's a real issue. And again, that's already above national. So we're not getting our children into school effectively enough. I am working very closely with the attendance team to make sure that we're looking at our systems to get children into school as quickly as possible. But if you then have a look at this, at the year groups there, you can see that year 11 was on 86.9% last week. That is terrible. I'll be honest with you. That means that those children are not in school, and we've got to improve on that. We've got to improve on year 8, year 10, year 9. You can see that those, and even then when we're getting 7 upwards, really it's from year 4 upwards. You can see 4 reception, 6, 3, 5 and 1 have got above average, but everybody else is below average. Now I know there's a lot going around, but we've really got to work on resilience with these children. We've got to make sure that we're getting them to school as often as possible, okay? It's so, so important, and I'm going to keep on going on about this. So I'm going to leave it there. Please do talk to your children about their attendance at school. Please do make every single effort you can. I know sometimes they're too ill to come to school, but often it's a cold, it's a cough, it's something that they can work through. And that really is important. So I'm going to leave it with you. Have a lovely week. I will update you on the kitchen as we go through the week. And finally, there is also our open day on Wednesday. I forgot about that. So any of children who want to come to the Halifax Academy, please do promote the open day as well. Thanks very much, everyone, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.